Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working on a couple of different things. We made a automation system for the Applied Energistics processors. For right now, we just put stuff in here, and it makes whatever processors we want. But eventually, we'll have it so that it is interfaced and auto-craftable and all that kind of fun stuff. And since we had more time waiting around for the UU matter, we went ahead and started working with magic, getting our first Null Catalyst and trying to get basically the duplication of the Null Catalyst, but ran into a little bit of a snag. Namely, we didn't have the Master Blood Orb. We needed the Master Blood Orb, but in order to get that, we needed a lot more blood in the altar, and it just wasn't going to work because our altar wasn't powered up. So I went ahead and between episodes I made a bunch of capacity runes. Runes of augmented capacity is what they're called. They're not that bad to make. Cost a lot of buckets, that's about it. 2 blood runes each and a reinforced slate. This wasn't too bad. We made a bunch of stone slabs. Is probably the easiest way to get shards at this point, so that's what I did. But yeah, as you can see, I made a ton of those. And our altar power is up to, well, our altar capacity, rather, is up to 58,000, which is more than enough to get the Blood Orb, which we'll get to in a second. We're going to be doing a little bit of magic today. I'm trying to think of what else did I do. Oh, let's see. Worked on bees. We're almost have an excited bee. That's fun because excited bees cause lightning strikes, and it kept destroying my flower, which was kind of a pain. Let's see, I've moved a lot more seeds and did that. Still waiting on UU matter, and while I was doing that, I'm gonna throw in soy milk. This makes a little bit of power. It's not very much, but it's better than nothing, and I have plenty of soy milk just lying around. We need about 10.5 more iridium, which is about another bucket. So I don't know if we're going to get to it this episode or not, but we're going to try. I did something, and I got to remember what I did, because I was going to tell you guys about it. I've been working on trying to get some wither skulls, and I actually did go ahead and power up the manual cleaver. When I say power up, we leveled it up. So I need a little bit of this. Oh, that's what I did. I can go. I walked right by it. I went ahead and made some more solar panels. So I have 3 redstone solar panels. There's one right there. And that took basically a stack of blocks of electrotines. So that is, once again, what we're waiting on to make more. Yeah, I used up pretty much all of it. So if we want more, we need more sand to go through. And honestly, what I can do is just one of these. And I will add the rest of the sand later. So that was one of the main things I did. And let's see, is there anything else? Like I said, I leveled up the manual cleaver, so its skill level is now comfortable, which gave me another modifier. So we're going to add beheading again, because it does enough damage, it just needs more. Better chance of getting skulls, so that's a 40% chance. Let's see, I'd had 1 discovery to do in Thaumic. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Some treasures to open, might as well open them. And got a bunch of stuff. I don't know if any of it's useful. Just gonna take a look at what I have in my inventory just in case anything else goes away. Nothing else did. Alright, so we have some stuff that I want to get rid of. Alright, so the iron axe I don't really care about, but can we use that for anything useful? I could make another saw. We could smelt it down, put it in the blast furnace and get some stuff. It doesn't really look like it's useful. So potions go in here. And then I have the belts and stuff in there. Alright, so let's just jump into... we're going to do this. We're going to put iron axes in there as well, and just delete it because I don't want it. So I have some more wither skulls. We're gonna need to be making nether stars a little bit more frequently here soon, namely for what was it I wanted? So we're gonna work today trying to get some of the stuff that we need for the extreme crafting, and in order to even make the extreme crafting table, which is the dire crafting table, we're gonna need 8 crystal matrix ingots, which a lot of nether stars and a lot of diamonds. The diamonds aren't actually a problem anymore, and then a double compressed crafting table. That's easy, literally just some wood. So we're gonna need a lot of nether stars, and eventually we're gonna have to figure out a good way to get wither skeletons. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. I did also make a bunch of steel. I have a bunch of steel that's ready to be processed, and it's gonna take some time with the trees. That guy is still, hey, he doesn't actually get used up in there. That's good to know. So we're pretty close on UU matter. Probably next episode we're going to just completely do nothing but apply Energistics, set up some systems and all that kind of fun stuff, and automate a bunch of the things that we need to. But in the meantime, it is time for us to do some more blood magic. So the big thing that we need to do today is we need to make the Master Blood Orb. So I have enough blood in here, and that will just take a little bit. And while we're kind of waiting, we're just gonna stab these guys. This little mob spawner is really good for a couple of different things. One, charging your wand up. And 2, leveling up weapons. It's great for that. So that's how I was able to level it up. I also killed a decent number of wither skeletons. So this should give us the Master Blood Orb relatively soon. And once we have that, we can duplicate our Null Catalyst, which is right here. And we're going to duplicate it quite a few times. I think the Null Catalyst is used in nullified leather. I don't think we'll need that. Wolf traps, I don't think we'll need that. The Conjuration Catalyst is something that I'm going to want sooner rather than later. I don't need the Poppet Shelf thing. Arcane Plinth. I don't know if we'll need that. We might. Crystal Clusters, which are used to duplicate primordial pearls. That's something we're going to want to do. That takes so much blood, though. But we're going to need we're going to need quite a few. So, yay, there's the Master Blood Orb. We'll set it to ourselves, and we should be able to start duplicating this stuff. So, recipe, it's 250 life. Yeah, I can do that quite a few times, no problem. So, duplicating the Null Catalyst, and what I can go ahead and do is I'm going to take 1, and I'm going to just set it aside. And we'll duplicate these for a little bit longer. But I'm going to go ahead and put this into, I don't even know where, I guess into the witchery chest. Actually, that's such a mess. I really need like a safe storage area, someplace that I'm not going to really use this stuff. That way I can always make sure I have 1. But this is just something I'm going to have to make sure I don't use too many of. So we'll just do this, and we'll get a bunch of Null Catalyst, and that is yet another ingredient we're going to need for later. So that goes in here. And that is that's 4 of the items we need for this Arcane Infusion. Now, getting to this point is going to be a while, but I mean, these guys aren't that bad. I don't even know how many we need. Entertain Controller, that all is not really that bad. The Tesseract is probably the worst thing. It just really, honestly, it just takes a bunch of advanced circuits, and everything else is pretty easy. Enderium stuff. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. We could start making Tesseracts here soon, if we wanted to. The Bedrockium drums, though, that is expensive. Because the only way to get Bedrockium is from Mox, and Mox requires plutonium. So, honestly, of the creative portable tank, the hard part isn't, well, obviously the creative energy cells are really hard, but it's the Bedrockium drums and not the Endertank stuff that's gonna be the hardest part. Other than, of course, this, because this is just insane. Like I was looking at this earlier, Lumium blocks are easy. The Calgadorian blocks, ugh, that's so expensive. Pellets of RTG fuel is not too bad. That's just a ton of iron and a decent amount of plutonium, but we could use that to get some big reactor going. But yeah, that's just really expensive. And like the easiest things of this recipe is definitely going to be the Lumium block and the resonant energy cells. So yeah, with that said, like the Draconic Flux, these are going to be so nasty. Awakened cores, Wyvern cores require so much stuff. We're going to have to automate Thaumcraft as well as pretty much everything. So there is a bunch of Null Catalyst. Now, what was some of the other things we could do with this? Crystal Clusters isn't going to happen anytime soon. We're going to need a bunch of those, though. So that's going to be fun. But again, Arcane Fusion is going to be easier once we have Applied Energistics, which is also why I've kind of thought about it, and I think I'm going to wait on getting a better wand. Because we could make the Silverwood wand at this point. It's not too bad to do, but there's not really much reason to. So, how are we doing? Quarter of a bucket. Something I've been doing is I've been turning this off and letting these guys just kind of produce scrap, and it fills up. This will also charge up a little bit, and those guys are done already. We can go ahead and grab, what was it, 6 more? 4, 5, 6. I get so many soy milks that it doesn't really matter to me. Just throw these in. And something else that I've actually been starting to run low on is the actual, like, silk, the tofu. Just because I've been growing the stuff automatically up there, it makes me run low on the tofu. So that is something. And yeah, I've got so much stuff down here just trying to keep up with what I need. But honestly, the farm isn't quite big enough to power that all the time and give me a lot of extra. So I have to supplement it, and I'm running out of bone meal downstairs and bones over there, so I have the mob spawner back on. Just been a mess. But I think, let's take a look at, let's see, we need to make some more runes, and that's something we could work on today. We have plenty of mana. Mana is actually something we're not hurting for at all. So, let's see, what do we need? Let's turn our jetpack off. So in order to make this guy, we need 1 of every rune. We currently have the base 5. So let's see if we can't make the next one. So first of all, we have the spring and all that kind of stuff. So spring was, we're gonna need immune slates for these, and let's see, demonic slates for the 7 deadly sins. So let's go ahead and get that started. We'll just throw this out. And so we need 4 immune slates. Let's go over here. And we'll grab, I have a bunch of arcane stone blocks, so we need 4 and 7. so we'll just throw these in here. And I'm going to give it a bunch of blood. Fill it back up, basically. Or at least try to. And we'll start working on getting all the rest of the stuff together so we can make all this stuff. Let's kill these guys. These guys do not like to be sacrificed to the blood altar. So you have to kill them manually. It's whatever, though. Anyway, so if we want, let's see, spring, we need rowan, alder, hawthorn saplings, and wheat. Alright, so that's pretty easy. All of the saplings plus wheat. Wow, I actually used a lot of my blood network. I will have to fill that back up later. It's not that big of a deal, it's just going to be something I have to do. So there is spring. Let's see, summer requires 2 sand, a slime ball, and melon. So let's get that one. Let's see, slime ball should be relatively easy. And you know, I don't need the congealed slime, so let's just turn them all into this. Alright, can we sleep yet? Cool. So we'll get, hopefully, all these runes, and I don't remember. I thought maybe it used up the stuff. Then 2 sand. Alright, so there is summer. Autumn is 3 leaves, a spider eye. So that one's pretty easy. It's not like this stuff is too difficult. It's just a matter of getting it all. So 3 leaves and a spider eye. And then winter is the hardest. It's 2 snow, wool, and cake. So we need egg, sugar, milk. So it's what? No, it's wheat on the bottom, milk on top with egg and sugar. But I can't use that milk. Something else, by the way, that so the problem with my setup over here with basically the farm is connected to the drawers and the sifting process. I kind of filled up on reeds and it made a whole bunch of sugar charcoal, which then got put into the compressor and made sugar charcoal blocks. So that was fun. That's a thing that can happen. Let's see, we need to turn this back on. Can't make UU matter unless it's on. So cake. Do we have to use fresh buckets? We do. Alright, well, I don't have any buckets anymore. Because I kind of used them acclimatizing a bee, so that's fun. But here's 9 iron plates. And we can make a bucket pretty easily. And I have cows down here, so... or a cow, rather. And I don't want to... didn't want to place the milk, but whatever. So with that taken care of, we should have the cake, and we need snow and wool. So there's wool, and I have a bunch of snow in here. There we go. So that is all of the next runes. So we just need the demonic slates and then whatever, or are they imbue slates? And then whatever things they require as well. So let's put spring first. Requires water and fire. And I have a feeling, if I remember correctly, these don't give us the stuff back. The runes back. So we'll see. But if they don't, we just make more. It's not that big of a deal. So let's just kill these guys, get a bunch of blood. And we'll make some more runes. So we have 4 immune slates, so that's good. That's what we need. And we'll just go ahead and make this guy. We'll need these 2 things. So there we go. Oh no, we get the runes back. That's okay, that's good. Let's see. Summer. And what are the 2 runes? So earth and wind. Did we get the runes back? Yeah, we're getting the runes back. Okay. So there's summer. Autumn is fire and air. So luckily this is pretty quick. And what we can do is I'm going to go ahead and make all of these runes. And we'll see what we can do from there. So finally winter is water and earth. And we're going to need a little bit more of the living rock. So let's go ahead and put that down so that we can get more runes. And basically get all the runes that we're going to need. So, or at least hopefully. Alright, with that taken care of, there's all those. So, there's the basic, 8 runes that we're going to need for the rest of the stuff. So, in order to make Lust, we're going to need mana diamonds. We're going to need 14 mana diamonds, and it's literally just different combinations with demonic slates. So, we need 14 mana diamonds and 7 demonic slates. Now, demonic slates require a decent amount of blood, so we still have a few more things to make. And this is going to be a little bit of an issue, but not that bad. So we're going to need a total of, how many? 7 demonic slates. I think we can handle that. We'll find out soon enough. So let's go grab 14 diamonds, which, because of our farm, is super easy. Let's see. We have 32 blocks, so yeah, this is a lot easier now. But eventually it's gonna be a pain. It's really gonna be a pain. Just because of how many diamonds we're actually going to need by the end of the series. It's insane because of the Galgadorian blocks. These things is 9 of those, which is 9 of those, which require a block plus 5, I think, each, or something like that. So I need literally 9 blocks for every. No, it's. What is the ratio? If we just assume 9 diamonds per, you get 1. So 9 blocks would give you 2 lumps, which 2 large lumps, and that is 2 ingots. So it's kind of insane. We're gonna need a lot of all this stuff. So let's go ahead and kill some more guys, get a little bit more blood, and quite literally the rest of this is pretty straightforward. So I will probably work on that a little bit off camera. Let's go see how we're doing for all of this UU matter and kind of go from there. So we might step away from all this and go work on something else. How are we doing? Almost 300 millibuckets. So we'll turn that off for a moment. I'm gonna go put all the runes and stuff back. So basically all we need to do at this point is make some more runes. And Botania is half done. There's nothing behind us. So with that taken care of, we can go ahead and let's see, what can we work on? Yeah, because I'm going to have to like basically farm up a bunch of blood, which is just going to take a little bit of time. This is the last one to get the immune slate, so that's a little bit of a easy part, I guess. But let's take a look at the Thaumic and see what else we can do with this. So one of the big things that I'm kind of waiting on, and this is something that kind of is a bummer, we don't have any more aspects to really deal with, and we're running out of things we can do. What is this thing? Tablet can accept item to animate with mystical engine. Ooh. This might actually be useful. Because what we could possibly do is use this to... I've never actually seen what this is. I'll have to look into this, but animates an item using mystical energy. Using the left and right buttons in the tablet's interface, you can select to do a left or right click with the item. The button on the bottom controls if the table reacts always when it... Okay. Type of tool. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what this means, what it's going to do, but it's pretty cheap to make, so we'll look into that maybe. I'll take a look into that between episodes. If that is something like the Wand of Animation from... I know it's in Project Ozone, it's the Erebus, which basically makes blocks living entities. If we could capture them and make them auto-spawned, that could be really, really good. I doubt it. I don't think it's going to work that way, but if it does, that's nice. So those still need Ordo. I don't have any Ordo, and I've scanned pretty much everything. So it's not like I'm trying to think if there's anything lately I haven't scanned. Let's sleep, and then we'll look at a couple of different things. See if we can't scan something, get some Ordo, and potentially get some more research taken care of. So that is scanned. This stuff is all scanned. Can I scan sparks? No. Botania doesn't like to be scanned. How about Null Catalyst? Yes. Slates? No. How about some runes? Nope. I don't know if there's anything we can scan, so without that, it's kind of a bummer. Let's kill all these guys, get some blood, and that should make our final imbued slate. But the problem is, if we want to make these demonic slates, they require 15,000 blood each, so that's just a lot of blood. We scanned all of this stuff. Not a shovel. And that looks to be about it. Okay. And ow. Die now. Alright, so I don't think there's anything we can really scan at this point, so I guess we're gonna have to find something else. Is there anything else in this book that we can get to, we can do, or anything like that? I don't think there really is. I mean, there's these wand cores, but that requires... We can get this one. And something that we're going to have to do, and there's a command to check how close we are. One of the items we're going to need is the Ichor wrapped thaumium bossed, what is it? It's this wand right up here. Icorium adorned ichor cloth strapped silverwood wand. We have to get the recipe for that, and it's research that we have to do. We don't have it unlocked yet. To get it unlocked, there is a bunch of stuff that we'd have to do first, and ultimately we have to figure out what all we need. Well, some of the stuff I know is like this. I don't know how to get to that though. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But most of the research we've already done. There's a couple of things we still need to do. This is one, but that requires Ordo. And there is a command. It is Kami unlocked. And that tells you everything you need to know. But so we need the so two of those that I can read is Pounce, Tunnel. Yeah, so we're gonna need these enchantments in order to unlock it. And that's just one of those things that it's gonna take a little bit to get to, just because of the nature of it. So is there anything else we can do at this point? Not really for this. So let's work on, let's see, how many, do we have 4 Lumium blocks? That is a question. We do not. Well, Lumium is relatively easy to make, so let's get rid of this stuff. Lumium is made with, let's see, glowstone, silver, and tin. So what is the ratio? You better go this way. So it's 3 tin, 1 silver for glowstone. So 3 tin, 1 silver, 1 glowstone block. Alright, so this will make a ton of Lumium. And what we can do is alloys only. And I'm just gonna do this. Actually, I don't even need those. Just put those in and those. So that will start making a bunch of Lumium for us, and just put it in here. So with that taken care of, how are we? We gotta turn it back on. I always forget. But yeah, as you can see, we have 9 plus a little, so getting close. This is probably decently full, and then it drains, and then we go from there. So with that taken care of, what else can we make for, let's see, what is the other thing we need? The creative energy cell. So we could start working on getting resonant. These guys aren't too bad. It's just going to be a bunch of hardened glass, which is probably the easiest. Obsidian and obsidian and the other stuff. Do I have? Alright, I have that there. What we could do is get another. We could get another stone barrel, put water on top of it, and have it be the like obsidian producer. So we'll get that. Let's see, I want transfer node will work, and just a single chest. We'll just need a bucket of water, and we're just gonna get a bunch of obsidian. Obsidian is useful to have in decently large quantities, and since we're not really using this lava otherwise, I mean, we just have a barrel full of lava. It doesn't really do much for us. We can just set this here. It fills up. We'll put a transfer node here with a chest here, and then do one of these. So that will make a ton of obsidian for us. Does it have to go at the bottom? Alright, let's pick it up. And... what could we do? I mean, I guess we could... let's go ahead and turn this on. Grab the chest. And we need a transfer pipe. Do I have any more? I do not see any. Yes, we do. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and make this better. So that there. We need this guy like so. Transfer pipe, chest, and then the water. I can't open that. So I guess let's go ahead and grab some slabs. I have some stone slabs, so these will work just fine. And I'll still be able to open the chest and all that kind of fun stuff, so 2, 3, and 4. Like that. Alright, we'll put water here, and obsidian goes in there. Cool. So I'll make a lot of obsidian, and we can light this up just for safety. So with that taken care of, that'll give us basically the obsidian we'll need for the hardened glass. And let's see, what else do we need? Let's see, for this guy we're gonna need, let's see, that is all that. Okay, so what else do we need? We need, wasn't there something we needed, like a bunch of, what was it? This stuff is so expensive. Draconic evolution is so expensive. There was something else that we needed, like Ender. What was it? What was I looking at that we needed the Ender? Oh, Tesseracts, wasn't it? These guys, yeah, okay, those required all that stuff. So we don't really need that. We do need a decent amount of Enderium, but that's something I'm not too worried about. But I think, I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do right now to make anything go faster, and honestly, not really. This has got a little bit more, so we can go ahead and pick it up. Put it in here and let this make however much UU matter it can, so that's going to be about 2 more, so that's about 12. Let me just configure this back. So yeah, that's basically all I'm going to be able to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Next time, for sure, we are going to make the Applied Energistics stuff. We're going to get started in that and honestly start automating some stuff. So between episodes, I'm going to work on getting some more slates and all that kind of fun stuff. Or the demonic slates, rather. And we'll kind of have to go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't do all that much, but we are really close to Applied Energistics, and ultimately that's what's important to me. Getting that taken care of is going to mean so much. So just getting that done, we're going to be able to wire up Applied Energistics and get that automating. Some of the first things we're going to automate, other than Applied Energistics itself, is we're going to automate Botania flowers, the pure daisies, And we're going to start working on getting the Thaumcraft stuff completely automated with the infusion provider and all that kind of fun stuff, which should not be too bad. No, that looks like the vanilla recipe, and these guys are the vanilla recipe, so that is pretty easy. So yeah, that'll be the plan. We'll get this automated, and yeah, we'll have to make these guys. We could start making those pretty much any time. We could start making them now even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab like a stack of gold, stack of silicon, and stack of there's already a bunch of redstone, but we're gonna grab a stack of it, and we're gonna make a bunch of the logic processors. Just let that go, do its thing. It'll take some time, but it'll get done. So that'll make a bunch of logic processors for us, and logic processors are used for a lot of things, especially the storage, and we're going to want a lot of those to get halfway decent ME storage cells and all that kind of fun stuff. Pretty much the only thing that... So Essentia storage cells are going to be a little bit expensive just because they require warded glass, and that requires some alchemy from blood magic, but other than that, it's not too bad. Some aspects, but that's easy enough. And the other hard part is it requires ethereal essence. That's actually really bad. You know what? Let's see if we can't fix that real quick. Do I have... Hellhound, Pink Slime, Bat, Enderman. Alright, let's grab a gas tier and 4 Ender Pearls. And while we are waiting for this, let's go ahead and charge this guy up a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the Nether and see if we can't do a thing. So that goes there, and these guys go around. And a Safari Net. So I'm going to let this charge up a little bit. And while we're waiting, let's just go ahead and turn that off. And let's see, let's run downstairs and grab whatever food we can. So yeah, we need to get wisps. And wisps are a little bit of a pain. Just because the nature of them, like the way they work. They are a bit of an annoyance, so we are using a lot of power. Making aluminum probably. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's grab all that, and how's this guy doing? We've got almost a stack of obsidian, so it's gonna slow down pretty quickly, because these guys will need to catch up, but that's fine. Alright, so we should be charged enough, and something else I might work on between episodes is getting more of these guys, because that would be really nice to have. I got one too many stacks, so we'll give it a second. And I guess that's pretty quick actually. Alright, so it's close enough. So yeah, we will get as much. You know, what we can do is actually just go ahead and do this. Hopefully they don't bounce. I don't know why they're bouncing, but cool. That should keep that full. And it is. Alright, let's head to the Nether real quick, and we'll see if we can't find a wisp. They can spawn. They do spawn naturally in the Nether. It's just a matter of finding one. Otherwise, we'd have to find a magical forest biome in the overworld, and since most of the overworld is yeah, ocean. I already hear some wisps, so Yep, right there's a wisp. There's a bunch of wisps, actually. So, can I not capture? I guess I can't capture them. But I can't scan them. But yeah, this is how we'll have to get the essence. Now, there is another way. So let's run back and grab that as well. Because this is the only way we can actually make the things. So what we need is some solarium, and we don't have enough. Alright, so we need a piece of gold and soul sand, which is also down here. And then some nether quartz. Let's see. We don't have much of that, so we're going to need a little bit more soul sand. And we should be able to make this pretty quickly. Before those go in there. We can make the solarium in here. But this will not take very long. We just need to make a soul vial. So this is something else we can do. And that was a lot of stuff. So let's take this stuff out for a second. And that will make some fused quartz. Wait, it's the other way around, isn't it? I need a soul vial. That is what I'm trying to make. Soul vial is the other way around. Okay. So we have 8 more. We have 6. Ugh. So we need 2 more nether quartz, which I think we already have. And then we just throw these guys in there. That'll be pretty quick. And there we go. So, a soul vial, I believe, is able to capture the wisps. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Now the only problem with this is we will have to we'll have to do something about spawning them in, and that's gonna cost more power, but not actually much else. So the difference between we need a mob spawner though, and that's gonna be hard to find. So we'll go ahead and capture one just because. There we go. So we have a soul vial with a wisp. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of there. Alright, so with that taken care of, we have a wisp. Now the thing is, if we want this, we need... Alright, we're gonna need a broken spawner, but we can make a broken spawner. Okay, so never mind. And then that will give us a broken spawner with... It takes a ton of power. But that'll give us a broken spawner with whatever type of entity we want. And then we can auto-spawn them in with a powered spawner. So that is something that's going to be important for later, but right now... not so much. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that's an episode for today. We got most of the runes taken care of. Like I said, I'm gonna get the rest of blood magic done. We can start working on getting Thaumcraft automated with applied energistics, and we are really close to being done with all this. So we have 12.5 iridium, we need 20. So I'm going to finish up that, and next episode we're going to get started with applied energistics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!